characters. And of course, when you're telling a story like this, you have to move the story along, and you have to, make sure that all of that works in the mythology of it. What's interesting to me is where they break. And especially when you're in such a high pressure job, finding those places where it just kind of picks away at your skin and what you do to deal with the stress. And so there's some interesting ways that Crystal deals with that. It was also really important to me that I held on to her emotional side and her femininity. I think a lot of the time with female characters, especially in these high-powered jobs, they have to cut that off. And I really felt like with Crystal, no matter what had happened the night before, when she woke up in the morning, she took her shower, she did her hair, she put on her lipstick. It was part of the ritual of keeping life normal for her and how she held it together. And so that was something that I kind of kept throughout. But yeah, it's interesting when you see how just different shades of ways that it really affects these characters.
Was it a tough decision to commit to a TV series given that you have a film career? I mean, because it is a time.
I couldn't be more excited about this schedule. It's 10 weeks. From being on Heroes, where we're doing 24 episodes, I think it's really difficult to keep the stories up to the level that, is riveting, that the audience deserves. And when you take something like this, there's really a chance to keep it tight, where the writers can get really specific, can layer things in. And so that's something I was excited about. I also think that for the actors, especially Sean, more than anyone who's taking on these different legends, you can't do that for 10 months a year. You would lose your mind, we're shooting 14 hours a day. Just the pressures of it and the amount of work, and you're not sitting on the sidelines of these shows, you're always on. And so when there's a finish line, it gives a chance to really give it your fastest and your strongest effort. Where I think that when it stretches out, there's a chance for people to get overwhelmed.
Now, in the series, were you and Martin ever come together to be friends, or
do we have past history?
Yes.
Have we made love?
Yes. You know what I was doing there.
Yet to be known. I know. But it's a fun relationship, and when you take people that are very different in the way that they approach life, you're going to get friction. Crystal likes to follow the rules, Martin goes by instinct. And for me, it's just been so thrilling to work with Sean Bean. He's just an extraordinary actor, and to put him in a role like this is like gold. So to watch him each day, create these different personas that he takes on through the hair, through the glasses, through the body language, has been really interesting.
Do we see Crystal take on any undercover roles?
Yes.
Yeah.
She goes under, but she more kind of ties it all together. She doesn't have legends that she's been living for a year. They will probably peek out later on. It was really important for this first season. Our showrunners changed. David Wilcox came on about a month before we started shooting. So he was in this, and Josh Pate, who also wrote a lot of the episodes, has been a fantastic writer. They were just on. They were running on instinct. They were writing these incredibly intricate, woven stories, which was so amazing to see. But what I hope is that when we go into another season, I'm going to be handed the scripts and have a better idea of the things that I can kind of weave in, rather than getting the scripts sometimes an hour before.
With different legends on the show, and is it given a chance for the show to sort of reinvent itself as it goes on, because you're dealing with different characters in a sense, different settings for the undercover people, that sort of thing?
Absolutely. I think that, I don't want to speak for Sean, but I think that was his draw to the show, was the chance to get to play all these different characters. It really keeps you on your toes. And for me, one of the exciting things is that, I'm a mom. I have a 3.5-year-old little boy. I cook dinner 3 nights a week. I'm still doing the dishes. I have that life. And then when I go to work, I get to play this woman who's chosen her career above all else. She wants to help people. She wants to work for her government. She works for her country. And she's willing to put her life in danger in order to save others. And that to me is a very thrilling, empowering role. Because my life isn't mine anymore now that I'm a mom. I have to make different choices now. And so it's fun to play a character that has chosen her work over all else.
Can you give us an idea of what kind of journey she's going to go through this season?
Yeah, one of the things that I feel like you have to do as an actor is that as much as one of the goals of this show is to get into that emotional underbelly, is you have to keep asking the writers to write the backstory. you have to keep asking them to fill in those relationships, because so much of the time is spent with, you know, the showrunners and the studio making sure that the story works, make sure the story works, make sure the story works. I feel like my work as an actor is to continue to inspire them and encourage them to write those interesting relationships. What happens to them when they're alone, how they break. And so we bring in the relationship with my father towards the end of the series, and I was really excited about that, because just even being in the same room with him shifts. You feel different. And so I think it's interesting to see Crystal kind of revert a little bit. You know, that's kind of a crack in her veneer. And then you also see how she's someone who really believes in following the rules. You know, her father was in the Navy, she believes in that. And as it goes on, she's really realized that the inner workings of the government, large corporations, that there's so much kind of, sneaking, and that she may have to bend some of her morals to be able to get to the truth.
Will we see a little bit of Nikki in one of her identity?
She's not that vulnerable. Nikki was so vulnerable, you know what I'm saying? She was so broken and so, so much more innocent in a way. Crystal's not that innocent. She's seen it and she's done it, and she's much rougher around the edges, but again, holding on to her femininity was really important to me. I didn't want to just be in a black suit with my hair in a ponytail every day with no makeup on. Like that to me is just not the character that I want to watch. I want to watch the woman that gets herself out there and then finds her peace and her relief through holding on to that.
Since she's such a stickler for the rules.
Yeah.
Who on the team is the one that she loves working with, and she's right on board, or he is right on board with that plan, and
right.
Who on the team drives you the craziest because they are not on board with that
right.
plan?
Well, definitely Martin. That's where the conflict lies, because she's always cleaning up his messes. He does what he has to do, what he thinks he has to do, but by doing that, people get hurt, and that's just not acceptable to her, ever. Steve Harris is incredible on the show. He brings such gravitas, and he's Crystal's boss. So to really see him, and she respects him, but she really feels that with Martin, she's not sure that he's all there, that the toll of the work hasn't really impacted his ability to make rational decisions, and she just doesn't feel he should be in the field at all times.